What's up, folks? It's your buddy Fatalroadie. Tonight we're doing a Smackdown review. We started off with a video package honoring Memorial Day. Then we go out to the ring for the dirt sheet with Miz and Morrison. Great. They're running down Otis again. Then they switch their attention to Braun Strowman, running him down. They're showing rejected Firefly Funhouse puppets. Then Braun Strowman comes out. He gets into the ring. He punks out Miz and Morrison, chucks out a bunch of chairs. Braun Strowman thinks that their show isn't half bad. That's highly debatable. Morrison starts berating Strowman, saying that he'll never be the man that The Miz is. But this only digs a grave for The Miz because this now goes into a match with Braun Strowman versus The Miz. This was a decent match. The Miz had a good bit of offense, but it really wasn't enough for him because a power slam from Braun Strowman put him out. Strowman gets the pin and wins. After the match, Morrison gets on the microphone and challenges Braun Strowman to a handicap match at Backlash for the Universal title. That match is later on confirmed. Now, if Miz and Morrison win it, this is going to be really interesting having a co-Universal champion. We then have AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a first-round Intercontinental tournament. First off, I hope AJ Styles wears a cup this time. And second, there's an announcement from Michael Cole saying that AJ Styles was traded over to SmackDown in a trades that would come later thing. I don't know. This one whole, what Michael Cole said right there sounded like it was pre-recorded and then inserted into the show. And because it sounded like he was talking like this, and then the very next thing he's sounding like this. Was he like doing something we shouldn't know with his microphone prior to this? Like I said, it sounded pre-recorded and they just inserted that part of it in. I don't know. But anyways, once we get into the match, it was really good. These two really put on a good show. There was a lot of offense, a lot of near falls. It honestly could have gone either way between the two of them, but AJ Styles nails a phenomenal forearm, gets the pin to move on. He'll be facing Elias next week. Then we got a recap of the Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Sasha Banks thing from last week. Backstage, Bayley tells Sasha Banks to stay backstage because she wants to win this one on her own. Which of course is our next match, Charlotte Flair versus Bayley. This was a decent match. Charlotte Flair is doing a shit ton of trash talk. There was a lot of back and forth. At one point, Charlotte Flair chucks Bayley over the rail, grabs Michael Cole's microphone, starts calling out Sasha Banks. She gets into the ring. As we're cutting to the commercial, the referee is already hitting 9. But once we get back from commercial, Bayley's already in the ring. I know Bayley did not get over that barricade and into the ring in less than a second. What the fuck? So, oops, I guess we fucked up there. At this point, Bayley and Charlotte Flair are still trash talking each other. Flair rolls up Bayley, but Bayley rolls through it, grabs a rope, and gets the pin. Like I said, this was a decent match. Backstage, we had Bayley and Sasha Banks talking, and I'm really hoping that this actually goes towards a Bayley-Sasha Banks match in the near future. We then have Sonya Deville and Dolph Ziggler versus Mandy Rose and Otis in a mixed waste-of-time match. Early on in the match, Otis gets worked over by Ziggler, getting thrown into the steps. This leaves Mandy Rose alone with Sonya Deville. Rose was able to get the hot tag to Otis, who starts working down on Ziggler. Deville gets tagged in. She starts hammering down on Rose. At the same time, Otis is fighting with Ziggler on the outside, so why are we having this whole match here? Deville nails Rose in the back of the head with a knee, gets the pin. After the match, Ziggler super kicks Otis. Bruh. So I'm guessing we're not going to see the end of this anytime soon. Great. We then have a memorial for Shad Gaspard. This is followed by a Forgotten Sons promo. Then we got a recap of the Dirt Sheet and Miz and Braun Strowman match from 90 minutes ago. We then have a recap of the Jeff Hardy story up to his redemption and the build with Sheamus coming up to this match here, which is our main event, Sheamus versus Jeff Hardy in a first round Intercontinental tournament match. This was a good match. We had the power from Sheamus versus the high flying of Jeff Hardy. Sheamus was trash talking Hardy as he was beating him down. Hardy starts to fight back. Sheamus tried to go for a brogue kick. Hardy evades, gets a roll-up pin, and he advances. He's going to be going up against Daniel Bryan next week. Although Daniel Bryan versus Jeff Hardy will be a good match, I was actually thinking they were going with the Daniel Bryan and Sheamus route, being that there was a little bit of history between the two of them. But like I said, should be a good match. Looking forward to it. We end tonight with Sheamus looking pissed off at Jeff Hardy, yelling at him, come back and fight. And like I said, we end tonight's SmackDown. Tonight's SmackDown was actually decent, with the exception of the mixed tag match, which is, I never liked those matches to begin with. This was pretty good. The matches leading up to Backlash, the handicap match with Braun Strowman and Miz and Morrison, Should be decent. I'm going to be guessing we're going to get the finals for the Intercontinental tournament at Backlash 2. So Backlash is looking to be a pretty good pay-per-view so far. But that'll do for this episode of SmackDown Review. Leave a comment down below what you thought of tonight's SmackDown, what you thought about this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.